Streaming live, this is NewsNation Now.
Welcome to NewsNation Now. I'm Ji Soo Ki. We want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and here's what you need to know on this Thursday. We begin with developing news overnight. The Supreme Court is siding with religious institutions in a challenge to New York's coronavirus restrictions. The High Court ruled late last night to block New York from enforcing attendance limits on houses of worship. Governor Cuomo imposed the limits last month for areas designated as the hardest hit by the virus, but houses of worship currently aren't subject to them. President Trump's new appointee, Justice Amy Coney Barrett, was in the majority on the decision. It's a shift from two previous cases in Nevada and California this year when Barrett's predecessor, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, was on the court. Also, President Donald Trump has pardoned former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Trump announced the decision on Twitter yesterday, calling it his, quote, great honor. Flynn had pled guilty to lying to the FBI during the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. Millions of Americans are traveling for Thanksgiving despite warnings from health officials to stay home. Nearly 1 million people per day have passed through U.S. airport checkpoints since Friday. That's about 60% fewer than this time last year, but it's still some of the biggest crowds during the pandemic. In a Thanksgiving address to the nation, President-elect Joe Biden urged people to modify their holiday plans this year. And at NewsNation, we want to bring attention to the many Americans who are in danger of going hungry this Thanksgiving. A new study found the number of people facing food insecurity in America's largest city has nearly doubled. Now it's 2 million. New York City food banks are struggling to keep up with the demand, and long lines have been reported at kitchens across the country. NewsNation has a list of resources on how you can help fight food insecurity this Thanksgiving. Visit newsnationnow.com or our free NewsNation Now app. But the pandemic is not stopping one popular tradition this year. The 94th annual Macys Thanksgiving Day Parade will march on this morning. The route will be only a block long, and spectators aren't allowed along the street, and fans will have to turn on their TVs to watch. That all kicks off at 9 a.m. Eastern. And trending this morning, nurses on the front lines of the pandemic are getting a special tribute this Thanksgiving. Celine Dion, Stevie Wonder, and Gloria Estefan are among a number of celebrities who will perform during a virtual concert tonight. The event, Nurse Heroes Live, aims to raise money to help nurses pay for their continuing education. We've got all the details on how to watch on our website, and we want to thank the nurses and all the frontline healthcare workers. I'm G, appreciate you watching and wishing you a safe Thanksgiving, and also sending you comfort as so many of us are missing loved ones at the table this year. So meanwhile, stay with us. NewsNation's here for you. Stick with us throughout the day for breaking news coverage and our broadcast at 8/7 Central on WGN America. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.